Welcome to Sign with JP. I am your host, teacher JP, and this is my classroom. We're going to learn some ASL today, and specifically, we are learning about questions. And I have a couple parts to learning questions, so we're going to break it up. As always, I encourage you, don't just sit there, but sign along with me. That's how you learn. This is not for entertainment purposes only. This is for educational purposes. And if you sign with me, you'll get more out of it. Today, we are talking about question signs. And specifically, we're talking about WH questions. Okay, that's our who, what, where, when, why, but also how many, questions like that. And they're often written like this, a WHQ for question. Here's some things about WH questions in ASL. First of all, they almost always go at the end of the sentence, which we're going to cover. We're going to touch on it, and I'm going to help you along with that. But if you forget that and you sign it first, that's okay. You sign it again at the end. We sandwich them together. So if I'll approach it. I have a couple example sentences, so you'll see what I'm talking about. But know this. These questions are always at the end of the sentence. Also, when we ask a WH question, our eyebrows go down, down. And this, what I'm doing with my hands, is showing you the sign for eyebrows down. Okay, that's how you sign it. Eyebrows up, eyebrows down. Let's get started. First question is, what? That's right, put both hands palm up, and we're going to shake it. And if you think about they're like two kind of like people ready to fight, and they come up, they're like, what? That's what we're doing. What? And again, eyebrows down. Do all of these, eyebrows down. You don't have to look as aggressive and intimidating as someone ready to fight, but you hear me? You feel me? Then we have who. Give me an L. Put the thumb right on your chin. And now we move this index finger up and down. Okay? And what do we do with our eyebrows? Stay away from mouthing the word. However, this sign is almost always done with an ooh mouth. Not a mouth, but a mouth. Next we have when. Give me your non-dominant hand in a one finger, palm up. Okay? On one finger in your other hand. And I'm going to show you two variations of this sign. Take this one and go a big circle around and touch fingertip to fingertip. Okay? That is, notice eyebrows down. When. A slight variation, different accent on this one is some people will do a little circle above the finger and drop it down. So instead of circling around, they circle right here. Okay, both are correct, and you may even see some other variations, and that's fine too. These are just like the number one thing I get on comments was people say, I've seen it this way. I get it. And depending on where you live and where you're from and who you're hanging out with, you may have variations of signs. They're not wrong. I'm not wrong. I use these signs with deaf people all the time, and that's what they use with me. So they are variations. Go with me on that one. You pick your favorite. I always say this, you pick the one you want, recognize both, and when you're signing with a deaf person, if you're signing this and they sign this, we adopt the sign that they're using when we're with them. Because this person may sign this and this person may sign this. That's okay. Go with it. Be flexible. Now we have which. This is two thumbs up and they move alternately, right? One and then the other. And when we sign this word which, we oftentimes will sign like, do you want, and we'll put something on this side, or do you want, and we'll put something on this side. And you just think, one's on this hand and one's on this hand. And you're asking which one? Then we have a review here. How do you sign what? Thugs, right? Who? On the chin. Are your eyebrows going down? Don't give me just this. You're just telling me a statement. You're not asking me a question. When and how you doing? These, super important, super good to know, but we have more WH questions, don't we? Absolutely. Next one's why? This one, we're going to take our hand, put it at our forehead, and come down into a Y handshake. This is another one that has many variations. I'm just going to stick with this because I don't want to confuse you right now. Just go with Y. Why? What do our eyebrows do? You got it. How about how? Ooh, so a WH question that doesn't start with WH. Take both hands and cup them. Okay, cup them. Put your index fingers together, and you're going to roll your fingertips together until they are in a all state, we got you, hands open type of thing, right? You're in good hands. How? Okay, now this one, this is the formal sign for how. Oftentimes people only use, like they have one hand up, or they have both hands here, but only one hand will move. Okay? That is very common. That's usually actually how I sign it, but the formal sign is this. No one's going to misunderstand you. Okay? So how or how. 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 Then we have how many, but also how much. These are the same sign. In context, it doesn't really make a difference. We're going to take two fists and we're going to throw up all our fingers. And this can also be done with one hand. Okay, let's do a quick review. What is why? Yep. How? And how many and how much? Are you in there? These are a lot of signs, and now your face is working too. What about these? Do you remember this one? And so right now is a perfect time to pause the video and go through all these signs until you got them. Once you get them, keep practicing them, keep trying to use them, and you will start remembering them more and more. And I have a bonus question for you, and that is doo-doo. I know, I always get laughs when I call it that. That's how it's written in ASL, what we call gloss. And what does it mean? In general, it means this. What are you doing? Really, you just put in the pronoun, and then you sign doo-doo. Doo-doo is this movement, okay? You may see it this way. You may even see it this way. These are all variations of the same sign. The index finger and thumb are opening and closing. Doo-doo. Okay? If I look at you, eyebrows down, and I'm signing like this, or with one hand, I'm asking, what are you doing? If I point to you, what are you doing? Okay, so doo-doo. That whole question in one sign. And it's used a lot. All right, so let me give you an example. What's your name? The sign for name is two fingers on top of two fingers. All right, we just tap the top. All right, that's it. If I'm going to ask, what's your name? I'm going to put it in this order. Your name, what? So I'm going to put my palm towards you. That's the possessive. Your name. Okay, and when I do this, and this is where it gets a little tricky, I have what's called neutral eyebrows. They're not up or down. But then when I ask the question, they go down. Again, I'm doing this over and over again because I'm trying to give you the example, and I'm hoping that you are also doing it too. Don't just watch me. Sign it. Ask me, what's your name? Here is another example. When is your birthday? Birthday, take your 5 hand and drop your middle finger. Okay, touch the middle finger to your chin and then to your chest. That is birthday. So, what do you think? How do you sign this? Show me. Show me. From what you've gotten, can you put it together? It should look like this. Give me an example now. That's what I'm waiting for you to sign it. That's right. It should be your birthday. When? You do a full phrase like that several times, and your hands begin to get the feel of moving from sign to sign, and you have to think about it less. It's kind of like walking. You don't think, put the foot forward, put my heel down, roll to the ball of my foot while I lift up the back foot, swing that leg forward, step it down. You don't think all those steps, you just walk. The same thing is true with ASL. In the beginning, you have to think about it. Right? You're like, no. I get it. Guess what? I learned ASL. Yeah, I did. I went through the process of learning. I didn't grow up learning it. Like I learned it when I was older, 20 years old. So I understand there's a struggle and a process. But this can become this with a little bit of practice. And so with that, I encourage you, keep practicing. Just do it over and over a few times and you will get it. And pretty soon those signs will just be flowing off of your hands and you'll be smoking guns. Right? I know you got it in you. Keep going. I got a full course if you're interested. I got scaled lessons that really work on learning sign through conversations. Okay? Check that out if you want. You get free access for a week, and comment, and subscribe so that you can get my next videos, my next lessons, and you can keep on learning. So with that being said, keep on signing. I'll see you on the next video.